Hi, Nick here from the Madison River Fishing Company. Going to talk to you today about lines. We get a lot of questions about lines. There's a lot of different lines out there. How to line your rod up with the proper line to make your rod be the weapon of mass destruction that you want it to be. There's different styles of lines. There's weight forward lines, there's presentation lines, there's classic lines, there's different species of lines for different species of fish. A couple different things here on the Madison is we mainly deal with two different styles. We deal with the weight forward and the presentation. The weight forward is going to be a heavier tapered head on the front, allows you to turn over big flies, streamers, nymphs, big dry flies like the salmon fly. It has a half size heavier head like the MPX Amplitude here that Scientific Angler makes. It's a textured line, it cuts through the air, lifts off the water really well, versus like a trout presentation line like the Rio Gold, for the In Touch Gold here, is more of a traditional weight forward texture. It's properly weighted. For this one's a 4-weight, you'd cast it on a 4-weight rod. Versus the trout, it's more of a double taper line, traditional type of line, kind of more for slower action rods, presentation style rods for spring creeks or targeting the rising trout there. A couple different benefits are involved in it. Again, the MPX will turn over stuff out of a fast action rods. We use these a lot in the drift boats here on the Madison with the MPXs. The trout lines, like this Scientific Angler Amplitude Smooth, it's a smooth line, it's a trout tapered line. It allows you to present a dry fly really well. It'll cut through the wind really well because of the slickness it has on it. There's all kinds of different lines out there. A lot of it has to deal with what the rod manufacturers, how they test and what lines they use to test. Obviously Sage is using Rio. I know that a lot of different lines like Thomas & Thomas use Scientific Angler, for example, to kind of base their rods and their action of their rods on. I like to tell people who are asking in entry level, about to fall down the rabbit hole, is I'd rather see you spend more money on the line and less on the reel, because the lines nowadays have become so technologically advanced, and the way that they do these lines in the last couple of years have just basically changed the game. If you have any questions, feel free to call us at 800-227-7127. Look us up online at MRFC.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All these lines will be featured in the links below, and hopefully you're out there with tight lines. Thank you.